Are some of us being forced to be alone because of something that we don't know about in the future? Does anybody else feel like people are being just put on a different planet than you? Like, I'm just in my own solar system here. Oh, Alex, right? It could have something to do with an event that is supposed to take place. I know I talked about this before, but then this, here I go again on my own. Every time I hear this, I feel like, really? Look, it's a, ain't nothing holding me back, except that it feels like. And it could be because of the sun. It could be something that's going to happen with the sun where you are, let's say that you're fated to leave this realm. And before that happens, and for those who find yourself being droid-like and supernaturally strong in a time where you wish you weren't, then it could be through teleportation. And there's a possibility that where this teleportation destination is, there's your actual other half there. Whether this be in some pod. I mean, now with AI and a more clear understanding of this quantum realm and how everything is digital and sound and frequency and everything like that, who knows? Something could have been set up with this memory. How long have our memories been tampered with? If they're saying since the 30s or something, then it's quite possible that is it possible that if there's a plan in place, let's say that we have multiple incarnations here, and every incarnation we wind up on some path or road that leads us to building some craft, creating for the future, getting for people who get these weird things where I'm being told how the world's going to end and I don't feel comfortable, but I don't even want to tell anybody about this shit. I'm talking to these people. These are the ones that are supposed to help save humanity. I don't really feel like they give a shit. This is going to be the end of it. I don't know what bodies. That's what's crazy. You know, is it a whole other attempt at creating life a little more droid-like without wanting to destroy it at the same time? I'm creating it to destroy it. I'm paying to create it to destroy it, which ultimately will wind up destroying me too. Because that type of that false sense of power and heroism, that's dangerous when it comes to going against evolution, the evolving of anything. You're going against the grain. If you're going against the evolution of anything, you're going in reverse. This planned. That's what that is. That's plot and plan. I mean, this could be Atlantis with the sun. Atlantis could be a ship, or it's named Osiris or Isis or something like that. How do we know that? Listen, how do we know that some of us weren't scientists, or that now that this thing is now that I believe that there are memories kind of are going in and out, it could be them letting us know that this is possible, too. Right? We're letting you know that that's true. Some of you don't know that you are the creators of certain brands and companies. But this seems to be more important because of what will be happening. Yep. Look, there's a tower. That's the sun and a tower. Thank you. And I feel that this chariot with the world is another ship. I really do. Huh? How am I doing, Days? It's the pot. Yeah. Or maybe I just connected with you. Yeah. This is amazing. We'll put the ship over here away from all this stuff because I just am being guided to put it. I like you. Yeah, I'm not her. But she was alright too, you know. But yeah, I'm not her. And I like you. Yeah. And then, so now we're walking, and this could even be one of those ships where there's the, what would this be? The galactic view? Because that's what they showed me, whatever these movies are about other beings when they have these ships where they're open in the front. It could be bad like that. Who knows? And how did these things get built, right? How do you build a ship like that? It's kind of crazy, all the technology that they had. So we're walking. Walking on sunshine. This does. Very colorful. Green flowers. And may I say what else they showed me in my mind when I talked about that ship that I said in my head, where there were actual robots inside digging, making it an inside entrance. I'm not sure if the actual thing would be inside, the planet would be inside. But they showed me the grass and what could you get done? Let's say that you had materials. I mean, shit. But with the technology, you could speed up history. Where, because I just thought, well, how did they build the tent? And then it's the huts, and then it's this, and then it's the Javas, and then it's the moats, and then it just got bigger and bigger. But if you use technology the right way, who's to say that there wasn't material or something? You know what I mean? Who's to say that? Who's to say that maybe there's not even other beings that were assisting and shit like this? But let's just say you have a great group of robots that are programmed to only build this shit nonstop. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's something fated where by the time, because when I tell you that those of you who just, I know I'm droid, the special of the specials, right? Yeah. And I believe that it could have something to do with your body removing itself for teleportation, or even your soul removing itself to get into another place. Let's just say as above, so below. Let's say that some people, until they clear out certain karma, and or let's just say this. Now, some people go to Atlantis and maybe some other realm. And some people create it here. What is Atlantis as we know? It's la-di-da all day, right? I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe because I never had it. I'm not sure. This is not getting involved, not being a wife, or even pregnant. They don't want you to get pregnant. If somebody's saying, I can't get pregnant, I'm done, it's because you could be one of these women that are supposed to go to this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I was wondering that too. Let's say this. Let's say hypothetically we wake up. Do we have this? What kind of names do we have? Is it like Anu and... Like a drifter. That's how you... was I just born to walk alone? Take that curse off. Clear. Yeah. This is also closing the third eye, because all it does is just bring disappointment and mental anguish. So the importance of closing the third eyes. Working on things possibly with a mom or a sister or some kind of, or even a wife. No, sorry, it wouldn't be that. It would be a mom or a sister. Ooh. I feel like you're crafty. But this is what I got. I think that end of Boston came on. Look at the UFO. Look at the spaceship on the thing. More than a feeling. Hello? Thank you. This could even be that it's hard for them to show you this stuff because of all the shit that's being done psychologically. You would be the one. How many people in the government know about this? James Taylor Dotson. That's all I have to say, and he will do the rest. Yep. Yep. There were a lot... I'm not getting into specifics now, but it is kind of crazy to think about this takeover of just... let's take over everything. And it's not a certain type of person. It's just a bunch of people who felt entitled to other people's shit. This is a little different. This ship is in what they call the yard. They showed me a home that is roundish, or that it's actually in the ground, but it's a ship. It's a landing pad. It's a landing, what is it? A fond for a ship. So I think that they're saying forget working on any kind of relationships from your past and shit, especially. There are some women who you were trying to get pregnant, or you wanted to have kids or something, and you had a breakup. It was because of something like this that's supposed to happen. I don't know, man. That's what pisses me off. Is this going to be 2 years? It feels like it could have been upped, right? Well, it would be as is. I mean, are we all supposed to? Once again, on a hypothetical tip, let's say we're all supposed to wind up there. Do we all just go all together? I mean, are we all just going to wind up waking up and now we got to meet I don't think that's the way it's supposed to work. I think it's supposed to be whoever gets there first, right? That would be the easier way. And then I meet you, and then we get to know each other, and then somebody else comes in, and then it would have to be 2 and 2, I would hope. You get that third, and that's never going to work out. I don't care what dimension you're in, what realm you're in, what ship you own. Because a lot of people feel stuck in life. Why am I stuck? You're a great person. It frustrates me too. Not for you, but for me. I am that woman. What the fuck is going on? Why is my life like this? Listen, it could always be worse, or a lot worse, but there's just a part of me that knows that I don't deserve to be in this situation that I'm in, but you have to just go, fuck it. I'm finalizing it. Teleportation. I came too close a few times. I could feel it. But I had to let it be known where I wanted to go. Take me to my ship. I'm going to say that out loud. It's weird, I'm looking at the hangman upside down, but I'm thinking pod. I was thinking just kind of being there. I don't know what kind of attire. That would be a thing too, right? What are we waking up in? Is it garb? Because that's what this looked like, and that's what I got. Who knows how many ships and how many groups of people? It's weird, right? It could be by species. You know, it could just be whoever's left after this biblical procedure happens, and part of the procedure is making sure that you have balanced shit out with this thing, so that you can go somewhere other than cheap talk. It's true, and it exists, and it's going to exist on both planes. Yeah, some people are going to get it here, and then they're finally going to pass it, and she's right. They're going to get it right down there, even worse, man. Okay? This will be quick. This is what I got. Here I am, duty due, page of wands. For some reason I'm just kind of looking at something, and then boom, there's the 8 of wands. You're gone. Gone. Yep. Page of cups, and I think that you did this as a child. Did somebody teleport, or you were very close to doing it, or you were interested in doing it as a child with the high priest? This feels Page of Cups like easy peasy. Small shit for you. And then once that happens, maybe this justice is heavy. No, that's a marriage. Oh, it could be that these actual. I knew it. Simple man's on. Maybe you're having a hard time finding one. Well, there's simple man, and then there's a simple man. You need somewhere in between. Or just someone that's not simple at all, and deal with the parts that aren't so plain and easy. But I do believe that these would be a lot of these women. It doesn't seem to be working here for those of us who have such high value that we are put on a shelf and in a corner at the same time. There could be some moms who are concerned about what's going to happen to their sons because they think that because they made a few changes that they're exempt from the karma that they've acquired over every other lifetime, because they're not really paying attention to songs or shows or anything like that. And because these women have such a hard time finding a man that, I mean, I don't need complete balance, but I mean, shit, don't toss me around. And that just means even mentally, don't toss me around mentally. Sure, though they will be there. Yeah, there's the lovers after that. Hello, hi. I like this too. And this is the Ace of Cups, which is extended love. Don't live too fast. That's the thing. A lot of these guys, they got involved with some things, they got some things, but they had to do some shit, and then they even did some shit to some good people. If you knew a lot of the resumes, I guess. And then there are also these special men. It's possible that the two of you aren't supposed to reconnect or get together in this lifetime because it'll keep you both stuck in this thing. Maybe it's letting some other thing know that I'm ready to go. I've cleared out my karma. Take me. Letting them know because they need some kind of permission. So for me, I complete permission to teleport me to my ship. I don't know what else to do. I'm like, oh. Right. Right. Take me to my damn ship. Once again, planned. This is a plan. This is planned possibly last time you were on the throne. I don't know why I just said that. Right? It was some type of ritual or some type of shit you put out there with the magician and the star. That's what it is. Some type of shit that you put out there. And here's the other guy. So this is the Queen of Wands, and on the other side of that is the King of Wands. This is manifesting, possibly manifesting each other every fucking lifetime. But once you get into this human realm, shit goes bad. If they believe shit, they cheat, you cheat. It just doesn't go right. This is a whole other realm, a whole other dimension, without these human laws, earthly laws. Sure, different. Just all spiritual law. It is time to leave Earth. Hello, John. I don't even know if that's your name, but that's, yep. Where they don't kill and steal from good people. They're just all gonna be that. It's all gonna be that. Yep. But the thing is, let's say there's always somebody that gets out of line. You don't want a planet or a ship with just perfect people. I don't. I need some people to keep me on my toes, and I need to problem solve whatever that problem may be, and how it gets solved is well, right. But maybe taking a different approach. This is a strong sense of security as well, which helps, and wisdom to know the difference. This one's insecure, this one's a little more secure. See, here they would take the insecure one, because with the earthly things comes this love for money and material things that isn't on this ship. So I'm going to take the one with the most wisdom, the one that's independent, the one that doesn't follow me around the ship. All right, on our hover, what is it? A hover cyborg. Five of Swords. This is shut. Look. This must be the captain here. I will not tolerate. That's what I got. I will not tolerate. You will be like this. Yeah, somebody's like, I got a slammer there and everything. I made sure that there was a jail and everything. For me, it would be, I just please give me a ship with like 1,000 people. 1,000 solid people, and then have them have children. Maybe you're supposed to have a son or a daughter. Right. And then here's the guy down here. This is drinking. This is going back to, so this could be like a combination of the future with AI and the past with the way that I was explaining in my last get down about kings and queens and how they live. A celebration, living this existence to the fullest. It may be called an existence now instead of life. That there are these words that we've been reading and singing and saying have been not only cursing us, keeping us bound to things, but just lowering our frequency. I don't know what the hell that does. I don't. It doesn't really matter if mine's high or low. It fluctuates, we'll say. So yeah, we'll put this is for me right now. That's it. That's what I got right now.